is 97.9 DFW hip-hop station. With Veda Loca in the morning. You know what? Snow the product is in the building. First of all, yay! Snow, you still living in Fort Worth or?
No, I was just talking to him. I'm like, how's it doing out here? Because I do have a house in Fort Worth. But,
Right.
I live in LA.
Oh, so you moved?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. My mom still lives out here.
What part of Fort Worth?
Northerton Hills.
Live.
Yeah.
But you're really from the Bay Area, though.
Yeah.
So you're really from Cali.
Yeah.
How'd you get to Fort Worth from Cali?
Well, at the time, I was married, and he got stationed out here.
Shut your mouth.
He
You
got
was
stationed.
married?
Yeah.
You got married kind of young, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a
How
little bit
young?
I was like 19.
Was it an arranged marriage?
Yeah, I got sold to his family. Exactly.
Oh my God. Okay,
I
so
think Puerto Rican. Do the Puerto Ricans?
No.
but you came out here and then you just stayed out here for a little while and you started your rap career here or in the Bay?
No, I was actually living in San Diego before I moved out here, and I started in San Diego. And then I would go to the Bay. I would go to like Central California. I would like kind of try to travel and get around. And then when I lived in Texas really like meant a lot to me for like my music. That's when I really was just like I buckled down. I took it really seriously. And then I once I had my son, then I was just like, okay, like I really got to stop with the crap, you know. Mm-hmm. And that was it. It really just took off from there. I got signed out here. Everything like Texas just meant a lot.
And you know, most people would say it's hard to get put on in Texas, especially in Dallas. We have that, like, we're not Houston, we're not like Atlanta. Like, they say it's really hard. But for you, you say it was easy. Like,
well, it wasn't easy.
Well,
it's
I mean, nothing's easy.
I was influenced a lot by the independent grind out here, you know, especially like in Houston. I would go back to Houston, and then I would come to Dallas, and just the sound. I feel like mixing the whole California thing with Texas, like, I guess just getting out made me realize like everywhere you go you're gonna have to start over. So just start, you know. So I just kind of grinded and was hitting everybody up like, yo, what's good, you wanna? Honestly, most people ignored me out here, but then once I started kind of like doing it on my own, it picked up. So
yeah, I definitely gotta say, doing the night show, 8 years on the come up, sick with it. You guys were there before, you know, I had you. And for some people, you are brand new. So for somebody, your story is brand new. But you literally haven't lived here for a while.
Yeah.
Right. You've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Right. So do you feel that because your style, like listening to your newer music compared to like the older cuts, do you feel that LA influenced the music at all? And now it's like headed in a different direction, or are you still the same?
No, you know what's crazy is when I first came out here, everybody out here was like, that's when like the Dougie and everything was in, and they were like, oh, that's not gonna work, because you might be listening to my kind of like when I was first here, but originally like my like West Coast stuff was like I came out here with a mixtape called Future of the West Coast. I used to sell it in Trader Village. Everybody would say no. Everybody would be like, this is not the West Coast, and we don't care about your West Coast.
We don't do that.
Yeah, they're like, this is Texas, and I was like, okay, I get you, I feel you. But so no, as a matter of fact, it kind of just like reverted back to more West Coast stuff, because the newer West Coast stuff kind of sounds like Bay, like, you know, slaps and stuff like that. So I think it's just the mixture of everything. I think me finally like not really being able to get pigeonholed into a place is what, you know.
Well, now, sick with it, you from here, right? Now, are your beats being affected by living somewhere else, or now she's doing more of a West Coast type of, you know, like rhythm?
Nah, like I try to cater to what she does, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I've listened to enough of her stuff, so anytime I send her packs of beats, it's more of like something I feel she would kill, you know what I mean?
And by the way, sick with it, famous producer here in Dallas, Texas, doing big things.
Hey. Yes.
You've been for sure though. I mean, his beats are expensive, like they're not cheap.
Your prices went up.
For you, we got the hookup for you though.
Oh, okay.
He's lying, people.
It's because I got the camera.
She just sat between that like.
We got the camera. We got the camera on, so I got to say that stuff. No, but
oh my God.
But yeah, nah. It's you know, I try to keep the influence with the artist, whatever artist I'm working with. That's what I want to do. Just try to give something that caters to them.
That's dope.
Snow, you ever feel some type of way, like especially knowing that people was, you know, kind of knocking like your sound and stuff back then, and now that you still have reverted back to, do you ever feel some kind of way, like?
Yeah, I've had some people from out here be like, oh, Snow forgot where she's from and all this stuff. I'm like, y'all didn't even care. Like there was a lot of local artists that didn't care. care, didn't want to be on a song with me, nothing. And then all of a sudden we were there for her when I'm like, bro, like, I don't even know
So
what
you
you're talking
texting them for the features now, or what?
Yeah, right now I'm not even answering calls. I'm just like, we're not doing a feature right now. Because you got to understand, I not only dropped the label, I got rid of management. I'm doing everything by myself, from touring to routing to merch to fans to VIP to everything. Like, I'm doing that plus putting on artists right now, and I got my own label. So it's like, nah, man, I'm busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
And I'm putting on some people that are actually talented, that are actually dope, that really represent, the type of people I want to put on, which is like just real people, really doing it for the culture, really care about this. And also, we tour every night the hard way, lift bins, clean up, we treat venues with respect, we treat fans with respect. Like, that's the type of people that I'm trying to be around.
That's cool.
You know?
Wow, are you seeing what's the difference? Because I know when you was with the label, they basically pigeonholed you. Like, you'd had all this music that you was trying to put out and couldn't put out for whatever reason. What they were saying that you were too aggressive.
Well, I got signed as a pop artist.
Shut up.
But so I wasn't
Were you
allowed. No, well, my
but
song was
you
Drunk
did,
Love.
you had like a song or two that borderline tried to play radio more back. I would
No,
think.
I feel like when I got signed, I had a song called Drunk Love. And that wasn't
Drunk Love joint,
playing,
yeah, there you go.
but that
Yeah.
wasn't with
Yeah.
the label. That was that was me independently, and then that's what kind of got their attention. And then, but at the same time, I had Holy.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah,
know?
right.
So I had
You
both.
had some holy
So
shit.
so I had both. Yeah. So I had both at the same time. So I think it was just more of, like, we could turn you into a pop artist, but I was a rapper. So it's like, now urban can't touch me, and I can't go this way, but I'm not really doing pop. So now where do we put you? Wow. So it was kind of more of a, I don't think anybody like just wanted to do that to me, but it was just like they didn't know what to do with me.
Did that take a toll on you? Like,
Yeah.
did that put you, to me, you just saying that kind of would make me depressed for a second. Like, you didn't know where you were going. Like, how did that affect your life? Like, what did you do?
No, people don't get how bad it gets. You know what I'm saying? Like, for artists, a lot of times when you're being told that you're doing everything wrong, like, so it's like you're going in the studio all the time. You got work, you got fans, you got people who are like diehard, like tatted, like everything. Like things that some people that got a radio single can't do, and then you're being told, nah, it's you. And it's like, it starts like really wearing on you, like where you're like, dude, like, am I like what's wrong with me? And coming from someone who I did grow up with depression, it's like it did get bad. And that's why right now, and we were just talking about this tour now, being fully independent, doing everything myself, feels so good. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything's selling out. Fans are back to being revitalized with like, like instead of feeling like, oh, hang in there, they got this, like, no, girl, you're killing it right now, like, go. So that's the energy that I'm really trying to be on, and I'm so happy. It's like a new lease on life and on my career.
Almost like the energy before you got signed.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that.
like I'm back to...
Yeah, because I remember, like, you would show up places and people would go nuts. Now, I will say this. For the industry purposes, the industry needs to be able to put you in the lane because they don't know how to invest their money in an artist that they can't put in a box.
Yeah, that's why
or
I'm
in
making
the
enough money for myself now to invest in myself, so I don't need a damn lane.
That's
There's something Texas taught me. Don't y'all swing?
Oh, yeah, swing.
Swing.
Yeah, swing.
Oh, I thought you meant swingers club because, like, girl, I do that too. Yes, honey. In college, yes, honey.
What?
You trying to...
What's
No,
up?
I'm sorry. You trying to go back to
I
LA?
was wondering where your girl was. I don't know what happened. Y'all broke up. No, I didn't break up, did you?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We were just talking. She got grazed by a bullet in Cleveland.
Whoa.
It wasn't even at my show. We were after partying. It got crazy, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it wasn't
Whose
for
show
her.
was
It
you
wasn't
at?
for her. Huh?
Whose show was you at?
No, it was like my show ended, and then we were like, oh, let's turn up, let's go out. And when we went out, sometimes we be forgetting we're not home. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know where we're at or what
part of town.
Yeah. So yeah, it was not a good part of town.
She's okay though.
She's fine. She's fine. She's good. She's chilling. She ended up partying for the rest of the tour anyway.
Wow.
She just walks a little slow, and I was running late, so she was like, "You go on ahead. I'll meet with
Did she give you any guilt? Like
her?
Yeah.
No,
for
she's
that.
the wild one. I'm actually the calm one. I'm actually the one that's like, I think we should just chill, and she's like, turn up. I'm like, there you go, turn up.
That's fine. Speaking of investments, earlier you want to maybe invest in like your own show. I know you was doing some acting and stuff on Queer Stuff. You want to maybe like have your own, I don't know, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a reality show, but I mean like a real, like, television drama or a movie or something like that?
Yeah, me and Charlamagne have always talked about that, like trying to do something, because I do have people that are like interested in that type of thing. I used to do this thing called Woke TV, and like it was just pretty much me and my crew and like what we did, you know, and it was dope. I think that's why the fans are so diehard with us, because they got to see us, you know, just mess up. Like we literally built this from the ground up. From the first T-shirt that we printed, every once in a while I'll see a shirt that's like messed up. I'll be like, oh, you're a real fan. Like you were buying our stuff when we didn't know what we were doing.
I was gonna say, you had the whole woke campaign back then, right? And it was, I can't remember like what you were like. What did it signify? Like it was like women in the rap game.
No, not at all.
It wasn't?
It was just hard work. Because in Spanish there's this saying called "camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente," right? Which means yeah, you know what I mean.
I say that all the time.
He does.
Exactly.
He says all the time.
I say that all the time.
No, so it's like, you know, it's like basically not being asleep. Like that's what it is. Like obviously now, fast forward to these years, like, you know, everybody knows
everybody's
woke and
right?
where cultural things are. I won't agree with every single way that people use it, but the way that it has been used as kind of a weapon of like, I'm more woke than you and you're not this and I'm like, all right, like that's why it's Vibe Higher. I'm like, whatever. I did start that clothing line in 2010. I do have a lot of business things going on with different people that use it, but at the same time, like that's not me. Like I'm not trying to hold on to nothing. I'm trying to empower and make people vibe higher and make people realize the power that they have within themselves. And that's what it meant to me. To me, it meant if you're aware of where you're at, like what you're doing, like you can do so much. Because I come from Mexico where, you know, they didn't even have running water. You had to be freezing your ass off to take, you know, showers. Like there's a lot of things that I've learned from being from a country like that I watch American people complain all the time, and I'm like, wow, you're a
spoiled
little
Bitch.
yeah.
spoiled.
Speaking about Mexico, so how has life changed for your family, like, since you've been able to, you know, basically become famous and change lives? Like, has your mother and father, you moved them from Mexico to Cali?
That's the thing that people don't understand, is that a lot of people that come from Mexico their dream is to go back. You know what I'm saying? They're just here to work. But then whenever they, like I feel like everybody can relate that everybody who's first generation American, their parents always say that their dream is, I want to go back. So my dad's in Mexico, got a happy life. I think he got 2 kids or 3 kids now. And he's doing his own thing. And then my mom's here, and she's always back and forth with Mexico. She's about to finish her house in Mexico, and she got 2 properties, so she's good. Like, yeah, you know, it feels good to have a little bit of stability. But ask me in a year, though, because I feel like right now, barely that I left the label is when I'm really starting to get my bread. So I think in a year things will be better.
And Queen of the South, though, I mean, you had a major part. Like, you was doing really, that's a big deal.
And they filmed that out here. It was crazy that I moved out of here. I went to LA, and then my first acting role was back here. And it was dope, yo. I love Queen of the South. They treated me real good.
How did that happen? How did that come about?
One of the writers was just like a fan, and obviously the show's about like a Mexican woman, a strong Mexican woman, so they were seeing how they can incorporate strong, you know, women of color, and, you know, also have some authenticity to the show. And he was just like, you ever acted? I was like, no, dude. Like, honestly, the way that, like, I was in a dark place in my career, and it came like such a blessing. He was like, just audition. He was like, just try it out. And I ended up getting the part, and then they added more episodes, and then they were like, you want to be on another season? And I was like, what? So it was like I feel like that was a crazy time for me too, because they made me feel important. They made me feel like I mattered, and that was like big for me.
That is important.
Well, key is that one of the writers was a fan, Snow.
Yeah.
Your work got you that fan that was in a position to put you on, so it all worked. You know
it's
what I'm
crazy,
saying?
bro.
Because there was times in your career where I felt it was unfair.
Yeah.
Where you were, what you having to fight for attention. I remember us inviting you for an interview because of something you had made a comment about Nikki or somebody, and there was some like controversy behind it. And
no, it wasn't. That wasn't it. Somebody online was saying that I used to write for Cardi B or something.
Cardi B, right? And I remember I hit you up.
Yeah.
And you were like, nah, Cruz, I don't want to come on there for the gossip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you were like, y'all should be inviting me for the album.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I get that, but the gossip's hot right now.
Yeah, but I've never been messy, and that's why I guess sometimes I've like just kind of gone under the radar, because if people, you know, people want ratings, and I get that, but I just don't, just the same way that I never wanted to get pushed sex or by drama or by gossip. Like, I just want people to care about, like, you know, my message and my skill. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to do a nice photo shoot or whatever, then that's cool. But at the same time, I just don't. I don't want to carry myself like that.
That to lead you or who you are, represent who you are.
Yeah,
You're more
especially because I don't like when they be putting us against each other, because like even like when Cardi B, I told you, like, I used to like big up her before she even got her deal. So to me, like, I've never really.
It was that's what I'm saying. It was sad. Like, I saw you everywhere because of that incident, and I'm like, she should be everywhere because of who she is.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, it's just the way that.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was literally just about to ask you that. Like, I know you be going on like this crazy like roller coaster and all these waves and emotions, and stuff happen one day and then tomorrow you up and then the next day you like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But like, how do you block out? You know what I mean? Because I'll be seeing. I mean, everybody sees stuff online. You know what I mean? And this is like, we live in a crazy ass world, and it's easy to get consumed by it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what is your mechanism to just being like, I ain't got time for this today. Let me just, you know, stay on my grind.
I think my son, you know, I think my son is a big, and the reason I like hesitated on that is because I feel like when I'm with him and when I'm at home and when I'm like just doing the home thing, I'm a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do kind of like, that's when I get my breaks. That's when I just get to be me, and I go to Walmart, and if you see me with my son and I'm looking like trash and I'm with my son, like, that ain't even Snow. Like, that's me. That's Claudia, you know? So that, but then, like, in business, like, the only thing that keeps me going and kind of consistent and everything is how hard I've worked. How many people I've promised that I'm going to take care of them when I make it, or when I do this or when I do that. So I think, you know, when it comes to my whole life, like my son, my family, but when it comes to business, it's really just that I'm a person of my word, and I want to make it far enough to be able to put on everybody that I said I was going to put on.
You're not scared to make promises? Promises, that's a big thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm a person, like I said, like
It's not too much pressure?
It's a lot, but I like to try to keep people around me that kind of like help me facilitate that. I don't really like people that are just hanging out. Like, I don't need to buy my friends. I don't need anybody hanging out for the hell of it. Like, right now it's like, if you're here, we're all putting in work. And if you're, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, go home. Like, there's so many jobs. There's so many opportunities. You don't got to be a rapper, bro. Like, that's my biggest thing. I try to tell so many people, because what do you know, I've been rapping for this long and I only got 100 followers. What do you think? It's like, maybe that's not for you, bro. Like, maybe. Like, and not to crush your dreams, but this business, this job isn't that glamorous. It's not that great. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really think about it, we go do a show that's sold out and it's amazing, but really we walked in through the back where the trash is, like in the fucking alley. You know what I'm saying?
So the chitlins are
yeah. No, so at the same time, like, you know, you gotta understand, you gotta put in your work. So.
Now that you are independent and you're running everything and you're doing everything, have you taken some business classes? Like, how are you? Because you went from just being signed to being the CEO, basically. So how you make that transition, and are you able to like take care of everything? Are you taking care of everything?
Yeah, no, don't get it wrong. Like, just because I was signed, if anything, if I had ever let go of the reins, like I wouldn't be here right now. I always like maintained my own stuff and did my own things. Like everything that when I got signed, I didn't give things away. I licensed things, like, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, like, I got everything back. And if anything, what happened was now I'm working the same amount, maybe a little bit more, but now I'm actually getting the credit. Like, now somebody ain't walking up being like, oh, you're doing that because of what we did here. And it's like, nah, like, we've been doing this. And that's why no matter who leaves my career or I kick out or whatever happens, like, this hasn't stopped. This has been consistent. So at the same time, I think that goes to show that, you know, we've been doing
That's
same.
refreshing to hear that you didn't sign the 360 because you were just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Like, you held control over everything. You just took everything back with you to where you are now.
Yeah. I mean, I got my cousin, my brother, like, those are the people that, you know, my little cousin has always done my merch. He's always printed. He hits the road with us. He drives. My brother does my videos, my, you know, documentary type stuff, the music videos for most of the stuff. Yeah. Mostly because, you know, I do have to, like you said, I have to keep a lot of promises, and I got to make sure that the people that promise me stuff are built like me.
So it makes it easy.
Yeah. It makes it, to have trustworthy people is the big key.
Yeah.
What you got? What should we be looking for, looking out for? What's dropping? Just fill us in on all of that.
Well, right now, I mean, obviously we got Bilingue. That's been doing great because, you know, a lot of people right now are like, yo, Latin's popping, so why don't you go here? And it's like, bro, every project I've had one Spanish song.
On each one, right?
Sorry. Yeah, I just never wanted to be... I didn't
Put in
want
the
to be a
box.
gimmick. No, I didn't want to be a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to make sure people know what's up. But right now, especially with a song like Bilingue, where, you know, it's tongue-in-cheek and playing at both being bilingual and bisexual. Like, it's fun. I'm having fun on records. Like, I'm doing whatever I want. And then Say Bitch is, like, that came out right after, and that's doing amazing, and that's, you know, women empowering, but still fun. Like, I'm basically trying to have a message, but still, like, have fun.
Are both of those on a project that's coming out?
As of right now, I was just happy to be out. I'm just like,
yeah, well, you know, it's 2019. You don't even have to put out albums. So put out music.
Yeah, I mean, and it was just kind of also testing the waters. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Oh, no,
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, because offers did come in. Like, as soon as I left, it was like, yo, we just heard this, or what's up? Like, and it's like, I really have been kind of holding everyone at bay. Like, let me get my feet wet. Let me gauge where I'm even at. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I love to tell that to artists nowadays. They'd be like, Cruz, how do I push a single? I'd be like, test the waters. Like, put the single out there, see what it does organically. If the shit don't do nothing, it's a dud, and move on.
Yeah. Because you're investing your own money.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to go shoot a video for a song that ain't buzzing and ain't getting no momentum? For what?
Yeah.
For what?
Exactly. So, yeah.
That's dope.
Just playing it smart. Playing it not necessarily too safe, but, you know.
That's cool. We need more party music, man. Everybody be feeling like rap gotta be so serious, or they get mad whenever they hear. You know what I mean? That's just having good party songs, and I think it's dope that you're able to kind of like bring both of the worlds together. So it's fire.
That's what I'm trying to do. You know, because my interviews do be intense, and then people sometimes don't want to listen to my stuff, but then they go listen and they're like, "Why do your interviews and your music not add up?" Like I'm over here like, you know, whatever, but it's like because that's what I'm trying to do. Like I also don't take myself that seriously, but there is a good message there.
Your Instagram is real fun and creative. Like, I like the videos. You really creative. Are you behind that? Do you have some kind of creative director when you're putting your videos together?
No, well, me and my brother pretty much do everything. Like, we like Bilingue. Really, that was like in my living room. My girlfriend's in it, her boobs, and her eating tacos. Like, that's pretty much what's going on in the video.
What is your mom
in
say?
her mouth. I'm like, I'm gonna need your mouth right now.
Sees your, like, did she?
She was there.
Oh,
my mom was straight up giving her churros and like giving her things to eat. I'm like, Mom, what can we put in this?
Mama.
Yeah, so my mom don't care. My mom's always pushed me to be more sexualized, by the way. She's like, get naked, go be famous like them. I'm like, Mom, stop. Yeah, I'm the shy one.
Her mom is.
My mom's out here.
Off the gene.
Oh, that's super dope. I remember Cardi B saying that she had to make some. When her grandmother couldn't understand Bodak Yellow, like she didn't understand what she was saying, and then she made it in Spanish, so her grandmother could actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, do you have family members back home that had no idea what you were sounding like? They didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, exactly. No, I now that I'm doing more Spanish music, definitely my family gets it. But my cousins, honestly, in Mexico, they be pretending they know English. They like, and you just be like, yeah, that's what's up.
You like the song?
They don't know.
Yeah, mija.
Yeah, but it's been good. Like, especially this transition has been so like, I don't know, fluid, just going with the flow.
It's
It
your
feels
time.
good.
Yeah, vibe
things
higher.
are aligning. Yeah, for sure.
You're
Things are
vibing
definitely
higher, and I like to feel like you can feel the energy. And you know, we always have to make sure we take care of our mental health.
Yeah.
You know, make us happy and what we need to do. So the fact that you're doing that and the things are aligned is just beautiful for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna get a face tattoo?
No.
No,
I don't think so. No, I already look like a bitch. But yeah, no, I actually got a taco tattoo the other day.
Oh,
It's a
that's
little happy
so
taco.
cute.
I know it's random. We got like 4 of us on the tour. We're just like, yo, we gotta just be little happy tacos and just be happy.
Sick with it. Did you get one too?
Nah.
Oh, you didn't get
I'm
one?
not on tour.
Oh,
No tacos. I'll eat some tacos though.
Yeah, me too.
And how long you on tour for? What's it?
We got like a week and a half left, and then we added an East Coast leg, so there's gonna be like a whole thing, and then now we're adding another West Coast thing. I just announced being part of Pride in San Diego. There's a bunch of Pride things that I'm doing, so I'm pretty busy right now, but it's feeling really good.
Congratulations.
Busy is always
Thank you.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Snow the Prada.
Yeah.
Yeah.